Hey y'all, it's Tamra from Razzle Dazzle Life. Welcome back. Today we are going to be making a jerk turkey and we are going to be smoking it on the grill. It is going to be so good. It's going to be the star of Thanksgiving. So let's get into it. So for our jerk seasoning, my good friend Tanisha has hooked us up. Jerk seasoning is really simple. It is a mix of garlic powder, onion powder, you have some dark brown sugar, you have some thyme, cayenne pepper, red chili flakes. It's a mixture of stuff. I'm gonna have everything in the description box below for you, of course. Let's get into working with this bird. People get so intimidated working with turkeys. It is not that hard. You can definitely make a homemade seasoning, but we are going to use this good old Walker's Wood. You can buy it at your local grocery store. I got the mild jerk seasoning. We don't want to have people's mouths on fire. I'm actually going to put it in a bowl because I don't think I'm going to use the whole jar here. So I'm just going to spoon some in the bowl so that I can scoop it with my hands and marinate this whole turkey with it. And get that Walker's Wood. I'm probably going to take about half the jar. About a cup or so. We are going to use the Tony Chachere's butter to inject the bird just to keep it nice and juicy when we put it on the grill. You can find this at your local grocery stores. If you can't find this exact injectable, you can buy one of these injectors on Amazon and you can make your own butter to inject. I've done it before because not all grocery stores sell this. So it's actually kind of good to keep your own injector and just make your own butter. You're just going to inject the bird in as many places as you can. And this is just gonna help keep this bird nice and juicy because you don't want it to dry out. And this is also a good thing to do even when you're making it in the oven. It'll really help prevent the bird from drying out, trust me. That's one gripe that a lot of people have when they're eating turkey is that turkey is too dry. And injecting these juices into the membranes of the meat really helps keep it nice and moist. Okay, now that you got that butter nice and injected into the meat, we are going to slather this bad boy down with our jerk marinade seasoning. Just go ahead and get that jerk seasoning all over the bird. Make sure you get underneath the wings. We want to get in the cavity, flip the bird over and get underneath it. We want to season this thing up everywhere. It is going to be tender and juicy and flavorful. We are not going to have no dry bird over here. Now that you have your jerk marinade season, we are going to add our dry seasoning. So just sprinkle it all over the top. Like I said, don't forget to get underneath the wings, get into the cavities, get the entire bird covered and smothered. So we have the seasonings injected into the bird. We have the jerk marinade seasoning rubbed on, and then we have our dry seasoning. So this thing is heavily seasoned. This bird is ready for the grill. No dry, under-seasoned turkey on our Thanksgiving table. We have a smoked jerk turkey. Let's get it going. Okay, our turkey has been on the grill for about 2 hours. The outside is getting nice and brown and crispy. It looks so good. But we had to take it off the grill. It's time to wrap it. I'm gonna slather this bird down with butter. We put some jerk seasoning in it. We're gonna slather it down. We're gonna wrap it in butcher paper. It's actually barbecue paper. If you don't have this, just wrap it in some foil. But the most important part is we wanna slather the bird down with some butter. That way it'll be nice and juicy. So we melted some butter here in a bowl and we added some of that jerk marinade to it. It can be layered with flavor. We're just gonna take a spoon and slather this butter all over the bird, kind of like we did with the marinade and the seasoning. And this is just to add another layer of flavor and another piece of moisture for the jerk turkey. And then we're gonna wrap this paper all around it and we're gonna put it back on the grill and let it continue to smoke so that the inside can get cooked all the way through. Because the outside is already nice and brown and delicious. Skin is nice and crispy. But we just want to make sure that the inside is done. I'm going to pour the rest of this butter right in the cavity of the bird so it can seep on in and get some of that flavor. Every time I get a bit inside,